Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Ash, and I'm the founder of Active Solutions AI, where we build what's arguably the most sophisticated conversational AI in the market. My goal for this video is to make you $1 million. And what I mean by that is I'm going to literally package $1 million business and give it to you and show you how to build it. All you have to do is take the actionable steps necessary. So there's a couple really cool updates that GoHighLevel has made to make it significantly easier to start your own business for, I mean, free for because I'm going to include a link below that's going to give you 30 days free, and you can probably get your first client if you really try in less than 30 days. But it's also going to give you the opportunity to create some longevity for just $97 a month is all it costs to get a GoHighLevel account. So let's go ahead and dive into it, and we're going to show you exactly how you can build a conversational AI appointment setter via Facebook and Instagram DMs as well as SMS. And what we do is we link this to advertising platforms or advertising channels so that when leads come into the system, we have a 24-hour AI assistant that is reaching out to these leads to engage in conversation and book appointments. So here's how it works. A couple places to start. Whenever you go to the settings of GoHighLevel, there's an area here called custom values. The very first thing you're going to do is you're going to want to create a folder and call it conversational AI. And you're going to create a few of these custom values. Let me move this little bubble out of the way. Number one is going to be the appointment link. So this is the appointment link that the AI is going to be booking onto. Number two is the company information. So this is information about the company. So the AI knows who it's working for or knows who it is working for. And then the company name, the name of the AI assistant. So it knows its own name. Qualifying question 1 and 2. We always ask a series of qualifying questions to steer a direction, right, in conversation. And then we have the initial message that is going to go out. So the trigger message, whenever a lead comes in, we send a message. And then the website link, just so it has like a website to crawl or it knows if someone goes, hey, like what's your website or whatever it might be, it has that information to regurgitate it. That's just a very common question that you're going to see. So step number 1, custom values. Okay. Then you're going to create an automation. So there's an automation section in here. Create a folder called AI. And then you're going to create a conversational AI workflow. Now, here's how workflows work. Hopefully, I mean, this is going to be a lot to take in at once if you've never used GoHighLevel before. And if that is the case, I also have a course that is in our Skool community platform that really walks you through A to Z, everything that we do. Everything that you need to do in order to start this business, even getting the free trial, GoHighLevel tutorials, etc. So if you want an A to Z blueprint, just click the link in the description. Go to the Skool community. It's 100% free. I provide lots of free value like this, and if you want access to the course, just let me know. We'll also give you access to that for free. Most likely, depending at the moment, we do, right? A year from now, 2 years from now, who knows? But this is how this works is you're going to have triggers at the top, right? So you have form submissions, TikTok form submissions, LinkedIn, whatever it might be. However you get your lead sources, you're going to connect the advertising channel, and then you're going to turn this trigger on. So when the trigger occurs, this happens. Number 1, it's going to send a text message to that person, right? So they submit a form where we collect their name, number, and email, and then we send a message. And it's whatever message that we put in that custom value. So it could be like, hey, first name, just saw your info come in. Thanks for signing up. What made you look into X, Y, and Z, or whatever it might be, right? Something friendly, something that's easy to respond to, because that's our main priority, is to get them to engage in our conversation. Then we do a wait period, right? And then we do a wait for reply. And then you have, if they reply, this is our conversational AI configuration. Now, this looks very scary to start with, right? But don't let it scare you yet, because it's actually very simple to build. So how this is working from a high level overview is you have a conversational AI action, and then you have these decision trees, right? So either it times out, which means the person didn't respond, or maybe a question is answered. So when you open this up, you can actually have your own scenarios and conditions that you create. You have no condition met, right? Or you have the bot times out, or you have the question is answered, and that's when it goes to qualifying question number 2. So here's what we do. We've programmed it. I mean, we also created a template that we call the AI Snapshot, where we create all of this done for you. Well, it's already created, done for you. You can just install it into your GoHighLevel account, and it already has all the custom values. The entire script and the prompting is already going to be there. and all you have to do is fill in the custom value information it's already made. So we've tried to make it as easy as possible for people, but it's really good to understand exactly how it works so that if you need to go in and make changes or make edits, which you're going to need to, especially if you're going to be, onboarding clients and using this service, you're going to want to be able to troubleshoot. So you have those actions, and if the person responds, question number 2, if whatever it might be, it goes to the booking bot, where basically we have the entire prompt in here, the entire script. And again, it's the script in the prompt is programmed with custom values. So all you have to do is worry about the custom values. You don't have to worry about this too much. What you would put in the additional instructions area here is only if you wanted to, like, if the bot was being too repetitive or not as human-like or saying like bot-like things, you just put little instructions on like how to speak more like a human or how to do what you want it to do, for example. So those are add-ons, but we've done a lot of that already in here. So just to let you guys know, really, we've made it so you only have to utilize the custom values. Okay, so it kind of goes down this tree, and there's conditions on if they don't respond, then we send it back to certain stages so that we can continue following up. On the right side, we have the follow-up bot, where if the person doesn't reply, then it's programmed to follow up and create a follow-up message, and it will follow up every single day until the person responds or says stop. So this is kind of how this is built out, right? So you have no reply, conversational AI action, you have the prompting, you have all the custom values, and then you have the qualifying question that's embedded here, right? And it will always ask this question, and it will be fairly conversational, which is actually really cool. And then you go here, same thing happens. They answer the question, right? So the question is answered, and then they come down here, and it goes to qualifying question number 2. After it's answered the second question, then it's going to send the booking link and get them to book. They're going to book onto the calendar, and everything is good from there. I'll do an example at the end of this video as well as how this all works. Now, so that's stage number 1. That's mainly going to be for SMS channels. Okay, so if you go in here, let me click in here one more time. You're going to see that in the conversational AI action, this is for SMS. So channel, SMS. Okay. Now you have a few different options, but channel is going to be SMS. Okay. So this is number 1. You're going to set this up first for your clients or maybe for yourself as well. But this is going to be the service that you're going to be providing. So you're going to set this up first. And let's say, just to give you an example of how you would use the conversational AI, you just type it in here and it brings up the thing that you need, that little widget. Okay. So that's SMS. Okay. Step number 2 is going to be, if you go to settings and you go to conversational AI and settings, we have, why am I blind? Okay, there we go. All right, so we have an autopilot bot. This is what we call it. Autopilot bot, when it's turned on, is basically just a bot that is always on. It's crawling around your account and it's doing everything that you need it to do. We always turn this on for Facebook, Instagram, and live chat. You can actually create a live chat widget that goes on the website. It's also going to be 100% conversational. So what you're going to do is set your settings here first, right? So name the business, your response time, if you want to cap your messages, and then if you want to send the bot to sleep whenever you send a manual message, which I would say just leave this on 2 hours. All right. And then number 2 is the bot training. You're going to want to include links here. One link probably to your website or to the client's website, and then maybe like an FAQ document that's like a Word doc. So you're just going to paste the URLs here, and it's actually going to have all of that information so it can crawl those sites. Next, this is the most important part. So what I'm going to tell you to do, instead of using the appointment booking calendar, because I don't think necessarily that it works as well, just in my opinion, I turn this off, right? Even though it's, in theory, it looks like it's perfectly made to book appointments, I don't necessarily think so. You're going to use the support and general question and answer. And in this prompt, you're basically going to you're going to reprogram it and prompt it to become an appointment booking bot, and it's going to work way better. And here's actually, let's prompt this thing right now. So here's exactly what we're going to do. I love all this. What I would do is I create obvious separations here because you want everything to be as clear as possible. So one of the biggest things when it comes to prompt engineering is making sure that you are being clear with your delivery on what you want to occur, whether it's about the personality of the AI or the questions it's going to ask, etc. So First thing we're going to do is your main priority is to ask a series of questions and get them to book an appointment. Or ask, let's say, instead of a series of questions, let's say ask the qualifying questions. And then we'll test this afterwards. Ask qualifying questions and get them to book an appointment. All right, perfect. The qualifying questions are, and then just lay it out, very simple. How long have you had your business? When would you like an AI appointment setter? All right. And then you'd say something like, do not try to book the appointment until the questions are answered. Okay. We're going to drop it down again. And we're going to say the appointment link is xyz.com. Always send this link when getting them to book. So you probably see a little trend here. Like I'm very, very clear. Like if you were reading this and I was telling you to do this, you would know exactly what to do. You'd be like, oh, okay. They want me to get the answers to the qualifying questions and then try to get them to book an appointment and use it on this link or whatever it might be, right? And then you can include some like personality traits, like use a, I always spell this wrong. Let's see, millennial conversation style. And don't be too formal. This is not human-like. All right, and then we're going to save this. Bam. And you can use any of the custom values that you want in here as well. So for example, if you wanted to go in here and add a custom value, you could use like the qualifying questions stuff that you set up. All right, so that is set. Now we're going to go to bot trial, right? And let's try it. Hey. Or let's actually start with something like this. All right, so here's one thing that we see, right? I don't want it to ask both questions. So this is a perfect example of like testing and updating the prompt. But this can actually be done very quickly. Like, I mean, you watching me do it here, it's like it gives you a really good example of how quickly this can be done. So now I'm going to go back into the prompt and I'm going to go to the qualifying question thing and I'm going to drop another line down and I'm going to say only ask one question per message. This is exactly how I troubleshoot. So now we're going to go back to bot trial. I am interested. And obviously I didn't include any links yet. See, and it already fixed. Didn't include any links yet, so I didn't give it my website, etc. So it's not going to be, it's not going to have that information. But once you do, it's going to be very specific upon your business. So great to hear. How long have you had your business? 2 years. Nice. When would you like an AI appointment setter? ASAP. Awesome. You can book your appointment here at xyz.com. Let me know if you need anything else. And the more that you program it to like be conversational, like obviously this is like very straight to the point, right? But we have in the ones that we actually make, we use a lot more prompting on making it conversational, and it starts to become very, very human-like that it's almost scary. So this is you can program it to use things like LOL and haha in specific scenarios. It will be able to kind of pick up on those things. So I would use the workflow for the SMS because you have more control over it, and I think that's important. And then for Facebook, Instagram, and web chat, I would just use this. Now, one thing you could also do is you could literally just create a web chat business and make that your thing, and you could still charge $300 to $500 a month for that service, and people will 100% pay you for that. Especially if you spend all of your time on that, you're going to get really good at it. Same thing with Facebook and Instagram. If you just want to work with people who run Instagram ads or whatever. we have multiple people that we have on those types of offers, or if you just want to do inbound lead generation with SMS. So I would pick one to specialize in first, unless you want to provide the all-in-one solution and put a lot of time into it. Actually, you're starting a business, right? So you should want to put a lot of time into it anyway. But you can always specialize, get really good at one thing, and then that kind of makes it easy to get your feet wet in the industry and then start to expand as you continue to grow. But this is going to be probably, you spend 7 to 14 days on really trying to understand this. Spend a few hours a day on it, and I'm telling you, you can start this is a business that you could easily build to $1 million a year, because it's a somewhat commoditized service, but it doesn't have enough. There's a high need for it, and it doesn't have enough competition yet. That's going to change. It's not always going to be that way, but it's going to be very easy to take this type of resource, become an expert in it, because not a lot of people are going to take the time to learn how to do all of this, and then start implementing it for people's businesses that need it. It is going to be a huge opportunity. And I think that anybody who is wanting to kind of get into the marketing space or the online space, this is a great place to start. So if you want any more additional resources, I have a bunch of stuff in the description. I have the Snapshot. I have the free Skool community. I try to provide as much value as possible. The Skool community is 100% free at the moment. And we have 2 group calls in there where we answer people's questions. We give guidance on appointment setting, sales, anything automation related, conversational AI related, whatever. You literally come there. There's a great community of people. We have over 1,000 members now. Click on the link if you want to kind of like learn a little bit more about what we do and how you can grow and scale your business, and then just become a part of that community. And it's a great community. The people we have in there right now are amazing. So go ahead and click on that link. Thank you for watching the video, and then stay tuned for the next ones.